I'm going to start the cleaning part of my fishing adventure today. So I clean my fish in a sink. So I just have the 7 fish in here, and I'm going to just start. I'm not going to show every one, but I'm going to just take the scales off first, and then I'm going to clean the inside and cut the heads off a couple of the fish. And then I'll finish the rest of it off camera. So I'm going to start it now. And I'm just using a tablespoon to scale the to get the scales off the fish. And I'm doing it underwater. And then the thing is like make sure you get all the scales from around the fins and this part. You see them flying. Okay. Rinse it off. Okay, so that one's done. And now I'm repeating the same thing for the next one, scaling it under the water. Flipping it over now to do the other side. Make sure to get near the fins. And I leave, the only thing I cut off is the heads, because the fins, people say they're like potato chips, like when they're fried hard. They're very tasty anyway. I usually just put them in my mouth just to get the seasoning off of it. But I love freshwater fish. And I usually love eating it the same day when I catch it for the freshness. Turn this up so you can see me. And my son, I used to fish in Florida. I would fish every day, just about. And then if I went to church, I would go fishing after church. And my son goes deep water fishing now. He's a retired police officer. And he doesn't like, and he fishes too, but he doesn't like fish. He gives his fish away because he says that I cook fish every day. Too much in Florida. And this is the second one that's still ready to be gutted. Okay, let's start on the third one. Let me turn that news off. I think that's gonna be, I can hear it, I know you're gonna hear it in the tape. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realize it until into the third fish. And that's partly because we do so much multitasking, especially with devices. And I'm gonna have to get a camera instead of using my laptop, or I use the Porter sometimes. Okay, so these are the 3 that I've cleaned that I was going to actually do on camera, and then I'm going to do others. I may just do a couple of this too on camera. You get to this and start by just making a slit. Cutting that out. And usually when you cut it, part of it start coming out. Let me see if I have my fillet knife readily available. This don't see it. It just cuts it it isn't handy. So I'm gonna use these 2 knives. And the sink has been cleaned. I'm gonna have to get a cutting board. I moved from another state quite a ways, and I've been in this apartment for 2 years now. I'm just taking a knife and pulling the innards out. And this one has eggs. The main thing is just to get everything out. Isn't pretty, but So sharper knife. Hands off. One of the tricks my aunt uses is she bought toothbrushes and she has designated ones just for cleaning fish. And when she uses it and I usually do it too, to rub and get all of the white lining out of it. And also get it out with water and a knife. And then there's a little part down there. Cold water just to flush it out. My ex-husband and I've been divorced for over 20 years now though, but I got him into fishing and then he fell in love with it and before I would want to stay and then it turned out the roles were reversed. I had to get him from the lake and so he did most of the cleaning. I would say like 90% of it during that time. I've always known how to do it because I fished all my life. I remember the first time going fishing with my grandmother, Rebecca. Richardson and her was my cousin. So it must have been my grandmother's cousin. And another lady, used to call her Annie Podge. They were three fishing buddies. And I would tag along. And I got hooked. And I just saw it as a chance to be with my grandmother. Next time I do them, this one is clean. There's one down. And then you just repeat the same thing with the next one. So I'm not going to do them all on camera, but as you can see, I caught the fish today, and I'm cleaning them, and I am going to cook a couple tonight. This one is fuller, grow too. It must be that season for them to have to lay eggs. I guess that's what that means. I don't know what my fillet knife is. It's a bit easier. And I'm cutting through the skin. That's the hardest part. Now I'm making a slit so that I could take the head off easily. Disconnecting that part of it. Pulling it through. And then I'm just gonna slice it back of it and move the head. Maybe get a clean cut. Got the head off. See? Remove the innards. And now this one is clean. Nice and clean. And almost ready for the frying pan. Do you all think this is too much trouble? Let me know in the comments. So they're too small to eat. If you like, larger fish, if you don't eat freshwater fish, or if you have a private pond or place of fish where you know you're going to catch large fish all the time. This was the one that I must have had in the water and already scaled before, and I went to turn the news off. This should do too. Just go all around the fins. Make sure you get all the scales from there. Back fin. Underneath little area. And cut out make a slit here near the, I don't know what they call it, the butthole or whatever. I think I showed you in the first one how to do that. Then you just remove it, and then it opens up to where you can take the innards out once you open it up. I'm going to use a smaller knife to cut it on up. Going under there. And get through. Get through it. Stick the knife under. Just go. Making sure you have your hand holding the fish in the back so that you can't cut yourself. You don't cut yourself. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab it by the head. And I'm gonna just go under here and cut the head off. And now I'm just pulling the innards out. You can see the intestines. In this case, this one has eggs too. Make sure you get all the blood out. Again, and the lining. And like I said, the best way to get the liner out is definitely to have to buy toothbrushes and have fish toothbrushes to clean the fish. You want to just scrape over a little bit to make sure you got all the scales off. Yes. Okay. And this is the last one, the third one. So I claimed 3. And I'll be back to do the cook part. And I'll just cook the 3 that I just claimed. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.